Hello, crafty friends. It's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and today I'm going to share with you an overview of the etc. tags that I made as part of my design team at the Funky Junkie Boutique. So here's kind of the group shot of the tags that I did. So I started off with a purple and gold one. That was kind of the first theme. And this one I added some Distress Ink paints to the background. It's got one of the architectural stamps on there. It's got some paste through a stencil to give it a lot of texture. And then of course I use that cathedral window and one of the floral dies to create the die cuts that I added on here, along with that great purple ribbon on the top. So the second one is Snarky Cats. Who doesn't love Snarky Cats? So for this one I took a piece of Tim Holtz background paper and started with that, and then added the additional stencils, and then of course the Snarky Cats on there. And I just thought that was kind of fun. The next one's kind of a spring themed type of thing. This one has one of the collage floral papers on the background that I colored in, and then I've got one of the paper dolls that I colored, and then that butterfly, and then of course buttons and laces and bows and all kinds of springy type of things. So here's the next one. This is actually one of the floral outline stamps that came out recently. And again, the background is done in Distress Ink and then stamped with water with those outline stamps. You can't really see it in the photos, but and then I did them again with loose watercoloring and fussy cut them out and added them here to the front along with that Thinlits frame. So here's the mushroom one, and again I used one of the mushroom die cuts. I also used the Field Notes stamp set to stamp a lot of the items there in the background on that back piece of cream colored cardstock that obviously I've colored and done all kinds of fun things to make it antique-y looking. And here's another spring one. This is one of the newer floral border dies that I just really fell in love with. I cut it out of watercolor paper a couple of times and then watercolored it, added the ideology frame. The background has that deco stenciling in it, and then one of the paper dolls is attached to the ideology frame along with the butterfly and one of the chipboard quotes. And so here's this one. I think is my favorite. Again, I'm a cool color girl, so here is the perspective butterfly done in kind of the blues and the wilted violet. The background is actually paper that is embossed using one of the 3D embossing folders intertwined, and then I cut those flowers out and stamped and cut the flowers out and added those to that tag. All right, here's the manly one. Again, the background is the salvage patina and rusty hinge paints, just kind of, what do I want to say, paletted on. And then I've got that Biggs die clock, the paper doll with the impresslet angel wings, and that little photo frame thing added on there along with the bow. So here's this one here is another close choice for favorite. Again, this is a larger tag, and I use that moon mask along with some purples and oranges and gray colors. And there's my graveyard there. I attached a vignette box to the bottom of the tag to create the graveyard, along with all kinds of ideology, skeletons, bones, and pumpkins. And then I used the Mr. Bones die cut along with the Halloween combination die set. And there's that Black Widow spider that I painted red and attached to a tree limb. Too much fun. So here's the thank you tag, and again, just painted the background and then started stamping with some of the leaf stamping. I also added some of the impresslet leaves on there, and used one of the newer bold sentiments to stamp the thank you very much on there. and emboss it. So it took me a couple of layers to get that done, but I finally succeeded. And then here's the last tag. This one I did the background in weatherwood and scattered straw with that moon, the moon mask. And then the tree came from the Woodland Santa set. And then the moose is actually from one of the Stampers Anonymous stamp sets, and I fussy cut it out and then added that chipboard sentiment that I added embossing glaze onto the top of it to add the color. And so the final one is actually not a tag; it's actually on a burlap panel, and this is the candlestick die set. Again, I don't remember the exact name, but again, I did use an ideology frame with Christmas collage paper from last year, and then I also die cut out several different layers of evergreen type of things, and then the holly berries Biggs die was used for the holly leaves and the berries to add on here to add the extra bling, and then of course I've got mica flakes on there for the snow. So I'd love to have you come and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing lots more of this first 6 months with the Funky Junkie for 2022. So again, Terry with Terry's Mailbox. I'm on Blogger, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please subscribe and stop by. Thanks a lot.